Srimad Bhagwad Gita, chapter 2, sloka 42. Didi, we will do the chanting. आप unmute करिए. You need to unmute.
Okay.
Yami mam
Yami Mam,
pushpitam
Pushpitam,
vacham
Vacham,
pravadyantya
Pravadantya,
vipaschitaha
Vipachitaha,
vedavada
Vedavada,
ratah partha
Gita Partha,
nanyadastiti
Nyaya Dastithi,
vadinaha.
Vadinaha,
Now sloka 43. Kamatmanaha
Kamatmanaha,
Swargapara
Swargapara,
Janma Karma
Janma Karma,
Falapradam
Falapradam,
Kamatmanaha
Kamatmanaha,
Kriya Vishesha
Swargapara,
Kriya Vishesha
Kriya Vishesha,
Bahulam
Bahulam,
Bhogeshwarya
Bhogeshwarya,
Gatim Prati.
Gatim Prati.
Thank you. Now we will do the meaning part. Shloka 42. Ya imam, all this, pushpitam, flowery, vacham, words, pravadanti, speak, avipashyata, those with limited understanding, vedavadarataha, attached to the flowery words of the Vedas, partha is Arjun, na anyata, no other, asti is, iti this, vadinaha, advocate. Here Sri Krishna ji is saying that those with limited understanding get attracted towards the flowery words of the Vedas. They are only interested in the rituals promising worldly well-being and pursue no higher principle in the is described in them. So Sri Krishna ji now here talking about the people who are more attracted towards the material happiness, you know. So they are not. So what is the difference between here? Because here they are also following the Vedas, they are also in the spiritual path, but their goal is different. Their goal is to attain worldly happiness, material happiness. They want the results very fast. And what Sri Krishna ji is saying in Bhagavad Gita, that your goal should be to attain moksha. The one person's goal should be to attain Sri Krishna ji. So Sri Krishna ji says throughout the Bhagavad Gita to be in the path, and to be in the path in which your goal is to attain moksha, to attain Sri Krishna ji, to be in that spiritual path. But few people are there who are attracted towards the Vedas, which promises worldly pleasures, material happiness. You know? And they are attracted towards those Vedas. Okay, so in this shloka, Sri Krishna ji is saying that, and they don't have any higher principles. So, what is higher principle? Obviously, to attain moksha. You know, if a person's principle is to attain moksha and not the material happiness, it is very great, you know. It's the most highest principle that your goal is to attain Sri Krishna ji, to attain moksha. So this, when this the happens with the limited understanding, with limited knowledge, if a person doesn't have the complete knowledge, like what has to be done, what we, if we are praying, what has to be the prayer, if you are in the spiritual path, if you are in divine consciousness, what should be your path, what should be your goal, because everyone has a goal in the life. So what should be the goal? Because of the lack of the knowledge and with limited understanding, many people are attracted towards the Vedas, which promise material happiness. And their goals are not higher, their principles are not higher. Okay, this is what been told in the shloka 42. Vandana Didi, would you like to say? You're mute.
I like to hear once more.
Okay, okay,
Yeah,
ठीक है.
I like to hear once more. थोड़ा समझ में नहीं आया.
Rupashri ma'am.
This shloka, Lord Shri Krishna is telling that people with small minds, or like with limited knowledge, sorry, not small minds, with limited knowledge, they take the message of the Vedas in a different way, that to attain material happiness, they take the message of the Vedas, but they do not consider it to achieve higher happiness or like higher goals. So we should have the highest goal is to reach the Lord Shri Krishna. That should be our highest goal. But with limited knowledge, there is a chance that we can get deviated.
Yes,
Lord Shri.
thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. Nalini, ma'am.
Here, so in this shloka, Krishna says to Arjuna that people who are with limited knowledge, they will consider Vedas for the material benefits, and they will be distracted towards the path of moksha. So the real knowledge is when we realize that the purpose of this life is to attain moksha.
Thank you. Anjali, ma'am.
Sorry for the late.
No problem, Buaji.
Okay,
Shri Krishna.
okay.
Yeah,
In this
please tell
sloka,
us.
Sri Krishna is telling that people are having very limited knowledge, consider Veda as their materialistic happiness. But we should not be like that. We should consider Sri Krishna as the final happiness, and we should try to reach him and pray him for that.
Yeah, thank you. We are doing Shloka 42. Here, Sri Krishna ji is saying that what happens to the general public who have limited knowledge about the Vedas. What is Vedas? We do prayer. Sometimes we do Hanuman Chalisa, we do Mala of Om Namah Shivaya or Shri Ramji. Generally, this is the basic what is being everybody knows. Okay, कुछ नहीं आता चलो एक हनुमान चालीसा पढ़ लो है ना. What these elders will tell us, what been I was told, कि ना daily you read one Hanuman Chalisa, do one mala of Om Namah Shivaya, put water on ling, go and put water on tulsi and to Lord's Son. So during that, what we used to do, after we do everything, what we will do, we will pray, कि है ना I want this, I want that. So we will ask for what? We will ask for all the material happiness. If it is a small child, please God, I should get more marks. I should be the best student. And people like us, adults, we will pray for what? We will pray for, oh God, please give me more money. I will buy this bungalow. I will buy this new car. I will go and buy this new brand dress. So this is all material happiness. This is what worldly desires, है ना? This is all flowery, what we say, prayers. This is not the prayer actually. So this is with the limited knowledge. This prayer is because of the limited understanding. So Sri Krishna ji says that they will follow the Vedas. People will follow the Vedas, but because of the limited understanding, because of the limited knowledge, the goal is the goal is what? The goal is the material desires. What should be the actual goal according to Bhagavad Gita? That to attain moksha, to attain Sri Krishna ji. So this goal comes only when we get the knowledge. And how we will get the knowledge? By learning Srimad Bhagavad Gita. So even for me also, before knowing Srimad Bhagavad Gita, before I was not aware of this knowledge, even my goal was to God, give me this, give me that, give me all this material happiness, what we general public look for. But after you understand Srimad Bhagavad Gita, when you are in divine consciousness, when you get the knowledge, when you get the understanding, the goal is something else. Goal is only to get Sri Krishna ji. We pray, we don't ask anything. No need of to ask anything. Just to pray that Sri Krishna ji always be with me. I bow down to you thousands and lakhs of times. So this is what happens when you get the knowledge. That is why Sri Krishna ji has started giving the knowledge that gaining the knowledge is of no loss, and you should be open to take the knowledge at any age. It should not be like, oh, I am so old, I know everything, no, I will not listen to anyone. That attitude should not be there, because knowledge is very vast. Even though we think that we know everything, still we are lagging behind something which we don't know. And gaining the knowledge is any time good for a person. That is what Sri Krishna ji has also said. Said you should be open to gain the knowledge, to accept the knowledge, irrespective of your age. So this is what has been told, that because of lack of knowledge, lack of understanding, the goal of that person is of material happiness and the flowery words of the Vedas, which they think that, okay, I do this puja and I will gain this. I will do this puja and my promotion will happen. I will do this puja, my husband's promotion will happen. All this is the lack of understanding, lack of knowledge. This is what been told in Shloka 42. Rishabhaji.
So here Sri Krishna says to Arjuna that everybody is praying for his material happiness or desires. Uh, they are praying for their desires. But in Bhagavad Gita, we should pray for Lord Krishna. We should understand the Lord Krishna. We will say that Lord Krishna is with us always. So Arjuna, they are teaching Arjuna that I am with you there. So not to worry, even if you're sad, even if you're happy. So he is saying that you should not be go behind the material desires or happiness. You will always be happy. Whether you're even though you're suffering from sad, but you should be happy because Lord Krishna is there. We don't have to worry about what we are going to face. Don't have to worry. He is there.
Thank you so much. Shloka 43. Kamat manah, desirous of materialistic pleasure, Swargapara, aiming to achieve the heavenly planets, Jnana Karma Phala, high birth and fruitive results, Pradham, avoiding, Kriya Vishesha, pompous ritualistic ceremonies, Bahulam, various, Bhoga, gratificational, the fruit of our effort, Aishwarya, luxury, Gatim, progress, Prati, toward. Here Sri Krishna ji is saying that they glorify only those portions of the Vedas that please their senses, perform pompous ritualistic ceremonies for attaining worldly progress. So this type of people will perform the Vedas or do the yagnas or do the rituals or do sacrifices which will give them more of worldly progress. You know? That's what I said. No? We will pray that I should get promotion, my husband should get promotion, my kids should get good education, good college, then their future good. So this is lack of knowledge and lack of understandings, and they only see, they search for the Vedas. Okay, if I do this, I will get this, no material happiness. If I chant this shloka, I will get this worldly progress. Instead of, you should, our goal should be to attain Sri Krishna ji. You know, everybody's goal should be to attain Sri Krishna ji, to attain moksha. When this is the goal, everything becomes very easy. Life become very easy because Sri Krishna ji take care of that devotee to its best. That devotee gets what is beyond to his faith. Na? So we should focus on Sri Krishna ji. Then he will take care of our everything, our spiritual happiness, our material happiness, and after life happiness as well, and in the life happiness as well. Everything will be taken care. But we need to have that trust and faith and conviction towards Sri Krishna ji. Then everything comes easily and you are not aware of it also, and things keep on going on. That this is very true. I personally, I have experience, so we should always chant the shlokas and keep bowing down in front of Sri Krishna ji, keep saying him thank you, sorry, and always be with us. So
Even
back.
understanding you, Pinky. After this chanting, I'm really very happy, even though I lost my happiness. But I am think that Sri Krishna is there, so he is taking care of my husband and even myself also.
Correct. He is there with you for sure. See, he himself has come to you to take care of you. That is why you are here in the class. You know?
Thank you.
Correct. You should believe that he's there with me. He's taking care of me. You know? Even though any situation come, he's always there with me. So you have to believe that. If you believe that, things will become very easy. It is not easy, but it will move on. We will be able to smile. We will be able to talk. That is also very much required. That you are able to laugh. You are able to smile, crack a joke. So this is what happens when we are in the divine consciousness of Sri Krishna ji. We have to always keep on remembering him, even in your night. When you attain that level, that means you have stepped one step ahead. That even in the night, when you get the consciousness, you are praying to him, you are bowing down, or you are chanting the shloka. That is the next step. That even in sleep and even in little consciousness, you are remembering him. So now who is going to explain? Nalli ma'am.
So here, Krishna says to Arjuna that the people who are less intelligent, they think that the material benefits and the material enjoyment are the final things, and there is nothing above that, and they are limited to that, uh, and they don't think beyond that to attain moksha.
Thank you so much. Anjali ma'am.
Okay, in this sloka, Sri Krishna
I think she got hang. Rupashri
says
ma'am.
that people think. You can hear me now.
Yeah, yeah,
You
I
can
can
hear me
hear
now.
you now. Yes, yes.
Hello.
Yes,
Okay,
ma'am,
okay.
I can hear you.
In this sloka, okay, in this sloka, Sri Krishna says that people think like if I chant slokas or if I chant Vedas, I get something, and I get something out of it. And if I chant this sloka or if I chant this Veda, I'll get something only for that. So and they pray only for that, and they get only that out of that. So they don't think beyond that. They are all limited knowledge, and they get only that. So we should think like when we pray God, we should not pray like give this or give that. So he will give his best when we just pray and bow down to him. We should just pray him to take care of ourselves and do the best whatever he feels for us.
Thank you so much. Rupashri ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. In this shloka, Lord Shri Krishna is telling that people with limited knowledge, they'll just ask for materialistic things. They'll do ritualistic duties to attain some materialistic happiness, which is like required temporarily for them or like for their family members. But they do not take the ultimate message of that. So, if we surrender completely to God, God will take us to the higher consciousness wherein He'll take care of us in this life and the next life and during the transition and everything. Whatever is going to happen in any form of existence, the soul will exist. So we need to just surrender ourselves to Lord Shri Krishna.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Very good.
Usha Baji, your turn.
I can't explain like this, but she is really correct. We should surrender ourselves to Krishna. This two sloka is saying same thing, that we should not think of material happiness. We should always think of Sri Krishna. Whatever we are doing, we have to surrender ourselves to Krishna, and He will take to moksha, the path of moksha. And we have to think of Krishna. Everything what we are doing, we have to think of Krishna. That's all.
Thank you. Sanchi! Sanchi,
Yes, ma'am.
madam. Yes.
Yeah. So here Sri Krishna is telling that everyone will pray for the material things. They'll be like, if I do this, what will I get? Before my, if I do something, I would ask my mother for something.
Okay.
Now I don't.
Acha, you now do. Good. So now how you get?
If I get A plus, she'll just buy me a gift,
Oh,
and only for my birthday.
good. Very good, Sanchi. Vandana Didi? नहीं? Okay, no problem. ठीक है. So basically, we learn that when we pray, we should not ask for any material things. You know, we should just pray. I keep on saying that our prayer should be thanks to Shri Krishna Bhagwan ji. Sorry for the mistakes. You should hold your ears. No shame in holding the ears. Now, why we have the shame? Because we are not used to. If we do from our childhood, nobody will feel shy. But suddenly, when we are grown up, we are a adult. So if we tell no, even I initially felt shy, but now I don't feel shy. I just do it sorry. Whenever I feel I did a mistake, I just hold my ears and say sorry, Krishna Bhagwan ji. So, no feeling shy for praying to the Supreme Lord. You can always bow down and always say sorry and say thank you. This should be the prayer, that you be always with me, take care of this universe. Sri Krishna ji always says that the devotees who think for everyone, all the living beings are very near to him. The devotee shouldn't be very selfish, that only thinking of the oneself. We should be no caring for all the living beings. So how will be caring for all the living beings? Basically, we shouldn't hurt. Now the nature is at the highest risk. We can at least try our best to save the nature in a different way. There are so many ways that we can save the nature. No, buy less things. People are nowadays buying so many things, unnecessarily buying so many things, then dumping out somewhere else. What it happens? Garbage is getting too much accumulated. So there are many ways that we can save this Mother Earth and belong. No, think of all the living beings. Cutie pie. So this way we have to, this is what happens for the less intelligent people or who don't have the knowledge. So now you all are getting the knowledge, try to imply it, try to use in your life. It's not easy, in one day it doesn't happen. Daily you need to try. Whenever you get the, no, you remember, oh, this has to be done, just try it. One day it will happen, and keep chanting the shlokas. When even in chapter 10 it has been said that Sri Krishna ji has said the first chant is you are chanting the shloka. After that, the same shloka, when you chant the same shloka, it is Sri Krishna ji himself in that shlokas. So when we chant same shloka again and again, it is Sri Krishna ji in those shlokas, in those chanting. Okay, that is why we do mala of 108 times. Even whatever you chant, even you say Shri Ram or you say Om Namah Shivaya or you chant Karpanya Dosho itself. So first chant is the chant that you are doing. In that Sri Krishna ji is not there. But the repetition, after that all the repetitions, in all the repetitions Supreme Lord is himself is there in all the repetitions of the chanting. So we should stick to one shloka. You read all the shlokas, but we have to stick to one shloka and do the repetition so that Sri Krishna ji comes himself and he is there in this in the shlokas, in the chanting. So when you are chanting, he is there around you. Okay, so keep chanting and stick to one shloka. And I always say to stick to chapter 2, shloka 7. That is the best shloka that anybody can chant at any time and any situation. Karpanya Doshopada. It's the best one.